everyone, and thanks for logging back on to my channel. The video that I'm going to show you today, or what we're going to talk about today, is fall decor and more. This is a shopping haul. So I first want to thank all of my subscribers who subscribed to my channel. I appreciate so very much your support and your continued support as I continue to produce this content. For those who have logged on to my channel and you are not a subscriber, I thank you very much for just stopping by to check out the videos. I hope you too will consider hitting that subscribe button and joining Freddie King's home decor team. I would love to have you as part of my team and also a supporter of my channel. So I thank you so very much. For this video, I'm calling it a fall decor and more shopping haul, because I have a collage of various things that I'm going to show you today that I think are good deals that you too might want to go and purchase or find. So the first item, or the first few items I'm going to share with you, are items that I found in Kirkland's. It was up in New York when I was on vacation, but again, Kirkland's is just like Home Goods, it's just like Burlington. For the most part, you can find the items in any state that you're in, and if not, you can definitely order them online. But I saw this beauty when I was in Kirkland's in Buffalo, New York, and I just thought it was so adorable. I'm not going to saturate my home with pumpkins throughout the fall season, but I did want to have some here and there throughout the kitchen, throughout my living room. And what I particularly liked about this one is how it looks, the detail. So let me just scoot over a little bit and show you as I pivot it. It's the same all the way around, but you can just kind of see that this one, it just looks so, the colors of it and the texture of it is so rich, where it looks high-end. It looks more high-end. It makes your home look more luxurious. So that's what I liked about it. Now, with the tip being, this really looks silver or pewter to me. It makes it a little bit easier for me to blend other colors, you know, versus just having a, say, a bright green stem. I've seen them with all colors. You can paint it, I guess, if you want. But I just love the detail of this. The shape of it, the size of it, but more the texture and the color. It looks a rich color and not like it is faded or, faded out. So this one was $29.99. It was from Kirkland's, but the day that I purchased these, they had half off. So this one would have been $15. I got this one, but then I also saw this one. So you can see that this one is much bigger, same detail, same pattern. Let me show you the two of them side by side. Let me show you the difference in the sizes. So you can see now how big this one is over this one. So this is some of the fall decor that I am putting together for my own home and for my own designs. But this I absolutely love. I absolutely love. This one was $39.99, so this one would have been $20, because I remember that the fall decor, they had it for 50% off. So I actually picked up two of each, two big ones and two smaller ones, but this is just something that's going to go great with my designs. And again, I like it because the texture and the detail, it's not so heavy, but heavy enough where it feels quality, and just how rich the colors are. So they did a great job on that. Kirkland's. And if they don't have them in the Kirkland's store in your neighboring city or town, look online. Maybe you can find them at the online store. Now let me show you something else that I got from that same Kirkland's. These are called I looked on the tag before I started. Now I'm trying to remember what I read because I don't have my glasses on. But these are called ombre thistles. Let me check. See, when you get my age, you need your glasses. Yes, ombre foam thistles. Ombre foam thistles. They had these in the same Kirkland's, and I am going to make a floral arrangement out of these, or with these, in a very tall vase that's off the floor, not out the floor, a very tall vase that's off the floor. And these are going to be perfect to pull in more of the Thanksgiving colors. I'm gonna go with a natural neutral palette, but I didn't want everything to be orange or pumpkins, so I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Remember, you want to always mix up the different textures and colors and designs and shapes. So I'm going to use these, and you can see they're pretty tall. So, you can see how, now watch when I bring it all the way down. So this is a good, I'm gonna say 4.5 feet from end to end for the stems. And they had these two colors. So they had, the lighter color, and they had this grayish white. This is just all white. It's really cream. It has little specks of gray, but you can barely see it. But you can clearly see the color tone of the color blend in this one. And they call them ombre foam thistles. And these were on sale. They were originally $12.99, but these two were on sale for 50%. So I got 3 sets of these, and I'm going to collage them together like so, like this, and make a floral arrangement in a big vase that I have that sits off the floor. So Kirkland's has Kirkland's has very nice fall decor in stock right now. Most of the time when I go to Kirkland's, I'm going there for my candles, but I shopped around and I found a whole lot of stuff this time that I wanted. Now, I also went to Hobby Lobby recently because I was trying to fill in some gaps for fall decor that I needed just in my kitchen area. And I came across this. I've kind of stayed in the pattern of pumpkins. I just showed you 2 pumpkins that were orange in color, but I don't want them all to be orange. I do want the pumpkins sprinkled throughout my design, but I don't want all the pumpkins to be orange. I just didn't want that. So at Hobby Lobby, I was able to find this beautiful pumpkin, and the price of it is $19.99, but this too was 50% off. I recently got this one, and I just love the detail and the blend of the gold with the black shining through or coming through. Just a nice smaller size one for a tabletop decor design, and I just really like this. And then they have the gold leaf here. So I usually buy things in pairs, so I did buy 2 of these, and I bought 2 of another one that I'm gonna show you in a minute. But this will allow me, if I wanted to keep the black and gold theme or deviate from the standard Thanksgiving fall color and still have a pumpkin in the design somewhere, this will allow me to keep the traditional pumpkin, but then also blend it in with another color palette if I choose. So I got that. Now, I couldn't go wrong with this one. Gold and white. It's more white than gold, but on the corners. This is very detailed too. I love this. You can see the richness of the colors. I'm gonna call this a medium-sized pumpkin. I mean, it's not as high as this other pumpkin, but a little bit wider. And I just really like this. This one was $29.99. Again, 50% off, but these were at Hobby Lobby. I definitely like to decorate in gold. So this just allowed me to pull in a cleaner, gold tone and texture that adds white as a pop of color if I didn't want the whole design to be a neutral palette. So white in this case would be one of my accent colors that draw your attention to this pumpkin. You can kind of see when you compare the pumpkins, when this one is nestled in the rest of the traditional colors, and this one, if you put this in the design in the rest of the traditional colors, this one is gonna draw your eye because of the white, the pop of color in the white. So these are four of the pumpkins and 4 of the styles. I did pick out some other fall decor stuff, but what I'm going to do right now is transition to this part of the shopping haul where I call it and more. Shopping haul and more. So let's first go to Target. I went to Target. Actually, I wasn't expecting to get that much in Target, but I went there for one particular item. So in West Elm, I saw this big, beautiful candle that I wanted, but I did not want to pay the price for the candle. It was very expensive. I love candles, but I just wasn't willing to pay that price that day. And so I went into Target to see if I can find an item, a large candle, but for a cheaper price, and I got lucky. So this is the big candle that I purchased from Target, and as you can see, it has, I didn't count them, but 9 or 10 wicks. So I have a very large coffee table in my formal living room, and I really like to sit candles on it with the books or whatever and have them burning for a while, and I wanted more than a 3-wick candle. But this one, it smells nice. It did not come with a top, but what I liked about it was, other than it's an oversized candle with all of the wicks or additional wicks that I like the fact of the color of this container. It's close enough in the family of gold, this room that this candle is gonna go in. I'm playing off of the gold and the natural wood trim that's already in the ceilings, and it's a very light scent. You can tell it's vanilla. It kind of reminds you of vanilla bean scent in here. And even though this candle was sitting on the shelf in Target in the open, and I've had it a couple of weeks now just sitting in my house waiting to put together these shopping hauls, the scent is so strong and so powerful. I can only imagine how the scent will carry through a big room. We have an open space concept home, so I need it to float through the entire space. And I think it's gonna work out really, really well. So at Target, this candle was $50. This was $50, but you can tell by the height or depth, how high it is, how big it is as far as, you know, across the entire surface of the candle, to include the number of wicks that I can burn this for a very, very long time. So I definitely will get my money's worth. I won't burn this candle every day, all day, throughout the day, but I definitely can burn this candle for weeks into months on a regular basis, and it will be well worth the money that I paid without having to always replace the 3-wick candles. And by it being so large, it's more of a statement piece as far as a candle. While at Target, I also went to the home department and I saw this. I have 3 of these. This is the smaller one. Here is the medium one, and I have one that's a little bit larger. What I really like about these is the clear see-through glass, where I can put a candle in here, I can put potpourri in here, I can put candy in here, I can put utensils in here. So I can really just use this to decorate so that you can see the item, which will give you more character in your design. But I like the fact that this has the, I'm gonna call it rustic charm. Anytime there's wood in a piece of home decor, I just think it gives that rustic farmhouse feel, coziness, warmth, and that's ideal for the fall season and fall decor. So I picked these up, and again, I have 3 of them. I don't have the larger one here with me, and I don't see the price on them, but if they weren't that expensive. They were at Target, right in their home department, and right near the candles and where they have all the pillows. They'll always have a little small pillow section, but I want to say this one was probably like $9.99, which would have made this one $12 or $14, and then the larger one. It's not only taller, but it's wider at the base. So check these out in Target as well. I'm going to use these to put, I don't know, I just might put candies or nuts, or I don't know, I just might put the coffee stirs, the teaspoons that are actually like honey spoons. I can put those in there. I can put candy in there. I can, you know, put anything I want. So I'll figure out what I want to do with those. I do have a concept in mind. I just got to bring the entire plan together. So let me go back to Kirkland's. Well, it's right here. This is the larger one. I just looked down and it's sitting right there on the floor. So you can kind of see this one compared to this one. So much wider at the base. So this one would be ideal for the larger items. And so that's all 3 of them. And I can make a design just out of the 3 based on how I stack them. One in the front and then the other 2, you know, at the base, almost like a triangle effect. Let me go back to Kirkland's. I'm in the process of refreshing my bathroom, and so I picked up 2 of these. I have the wall art that goes with it, but I'll show you the entire design in a separate video. But this, I'm gonna call it hunter green, but it reminds me just of a smoky glass. It's very deep in here, so I was just trying to see if the base was color coded at the bottom. You really wouldn't be able to tell because it has the felt. But what I like about tall vases, as I said before, is it allows me sufficient space in order to arrange my stems without really worried about the mouth of the vase not being wide enough or the length of the vase not being long enough to get the stems in here. I traditionally buy the longer stems, not the shorter ones, but of course I can cut them or just bend them appropriately. But I love this. Is for everyday use, but it's also ideal for the fall season that we're going into. And the green just brings in the natural green. So if I don't want to do green stems, I can put a different color stem in here. So I got 2 of these. This is the larger one. The other one is probably about 45 inches shorter in height. And this one was $39.99. The day that I bought these, Kirkland's had a sale. I believe it was 30% off. So I did get this on sale, and I always do look for the sales. Sales are important. So let me see. I don't think I brought anything else from Kirkland's, but I'm now going to go to At Home. You can see I've been almost every home shopping place in my local area trying to get sales. So at Home, and it's a little bit dusty, but I'm going to make a design, a small design, a collage of home decor items on my kitchen island, and I wanted something that had see-through. I didn't want a solid vase. I wanted something different. So I saw this, and because black and white can always work, my kitchen is white, I said, okay, I'll try this. I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm going to put in it, but I knew this would work for me because I'm a big fan of see-through when I can get it. But of course, with the smaller one, it doesn't really allow me too much space to put anything of substance in there, at least not for the island that I'm trying to put it on. So then I said, okay, well, let me get a few orb balls. Now, I'm taking them out of this container, but of course the orb balls going in here, even if I did design it that way, it's not gonna give me a sufficient space where then when the balls adjust themselves that I will be able to have a good design. At least I didn't think so. So what I'm doing right now is just taking all of these orb balls out of another container so that I can show you what I have in my hand. I have this. This is just a bigger version of the first one that I showed you. And this is just a bigger version of the first one. Much taller. It was not much taller, but it's definitely fatter at the base, across the base. It has a whole lot more space for me to, you can see the difference, for me to put something in. Now, I do believe that I'm going to put some type of greenery in the bottom of this bigger one, and then I'm going to arrange an orb ball or two and just kind of see what I come up with as far as blending the silver and the gold. So until I totally figure out what's the third piece or the final piece, I purchased these, so I just wanted to share that with you. Went to At Home. Can't go wrong with black and white or black and silver. So this one was $16.99. That particular day I had a 20% off coupon. 20% off my total order. These were $6.99 each. So I just picked up 5 of those and I put them in this container so they wouldn't roll around. And then this bigger one was $29.99. So each one of the balls, $6.99 each. This was $29.99 and I got 20% off of my total order. I'm a big fan of going when I have the coupons, because then if you change your mind, you just return it and at least get your money back. But if you don't get it when you see it, everyone who shops a lot for home decor, we all know you got to get it when you see it and then think about it and change your mind later. I also picked up this metal orb ball. Believe it or not, this one was $5.99 itself were these, but look, you know, you can tell the different detail of these. It's almost like metal straps are making this one up. And then this one is just the circular, I always call these geometric shapes, or I'm just gonna call it a geometric opening. So they were the same price, but this one was $5.99. You can see how much bigger it is, but it caught my eye. So I wanted this as well. Now I didn't want to just sit these containers on the tabletop. I have a vision. I just have to bring it all to life. But this is just a black wood charger plate that was $11.99 from At Home. And so I'm going to use this as my base just to sit it flat on the countertop, especially if I do something like this and then I put a candle or something or some other item here. I just want it almost like to collage it together as if this is a metal plate, but it's not. So just to hold the things closer together on my countertop. So I picked up this, just this wood solid metal, this wood solid plate for $11.99. That's at Home. You can see that today in today's shopping haul, I'm showing a lot of things that are clear, see-through of some sort. These are the types of items that I like to call or refer to as contemporary glam. It's not very shiny or overly shiny, but it gives you just enough glam to integrate it into your decor or design without changing the traditional base of what you have. I can easily integrate this into a farmhouse design. I really could. I would just put pine cones or something of that nature in here where it takes away your eye from this is so shiny. So it's just a little imagination and creativity, but it's just I call it a glass pail. I don't know what it is, but I like the fact that it has the handle. I like the fact that it has the pure silver trim here, and the glass is see-through, or the bowl is see-through. So I got this from At Home as well. I really love it because it has just enough shadow so you can't clearly see what's in here, but you'll be able to determine it. It's not like, you know, total see-through like this one. And a little bit more, I'm gonna break it. Okay, so I've shown you all of that. Let me show you something else. See, I just told you I had a lot of glass see-through, and here we go again. This is from At Home. The price was $34.99, and it is this. I like this. I have a few of these, 1 or 2 are out on the porch, and it has the candles that light up. So, you know, you've seen these before. What I liked about it is all around it is see-through, with the exception of the metal strips or, you know, dividers here. But this goes perfectly to the top, and I just take this off, and then I can put down in here whatever I want. I did not want the ones that already have the candles attached in them. I can put my own candle in here, so not having it with the candle made it more versatile for me, because then I can fill it up with other stuff. I could fill this up with orb balls. I could make a floral arrangement or a plant sit right down in here. So I wanted the one that did not have the candles, and if I want to display candles, that's what I'll do. But just look at it. It's a little bit dusty, but you can see this clearly is in the family of contemporary glam. You can further dress this up or tone it down a little bit. And what I mean by further dress this up, you could put something more glam in this case, and that would really be beautiful. So I'm gonna call this in the family of contemporary glam. You can do a lot, as I intend to, with this. I'm in the process of redoing the curtains in my formal living room. So I've been taking a couple of trips to drapery stores, Bed Bath & Beyond, just all over and online, looking for some curtain rods. And I found a set for the breakfast nook curtains that I'm going to put up. I also have another one for my formal curtains, but I will show you that when I put the curtains up. But at Bed Bath & Beyond, I got the graphite hand pleated finish, 12" by 12 to 20 inches. So it's just the small adjustable rod. I believe this is, yes, it's 1 1/8 inch in diameter. And so what I really like about these, I do have some other ones that I already have up, but I needed a few more. What I like about these are, they're very nice, they're durable. And when I get the I think they're called finials. When I get those to go on the end, it makes an otherwise plain rod look more elegant. So this is graphite. I have them in oil rub bronze, and it's not going to extend that far, but it extends far enough for what I want to do, because the area that I'm putting them in, I will never totally close those shades because it's designed for the area to be, you know, wide open. So it's not that long, again, 12 to 20 inches, but these are side panel adjustable rods, and all I need to do is select, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, finials, but the decorative ends to go on the end, and I can dress up the space. So I wanted to share that with you. Bed Bath & Beyond. And of course, when you go to that store, you always have to take advantage. Of course, I didn't show you, but it's an all-in-one kit, so the hardware is already in there, which is always good. Let me make sure I put it back in this box so I will know where it is later. And I'm looking forward to showing you the finished product when I have them installed. I'm just waiting on the actual curtains to come in. I'm going to show you one more item in this shopping haul, and then we are going to call that a success. So let me get it right here. At Kirkland's. Is this yes, at Kirkland's. I like wall art. I especially like wall art when it is wrought iron, and I like it when the iron or metal is of different colors. So I purchased these. Let me sit back to see if I can. I purchased these for actually the sitting room that I'm sitting in right now. One of the sitting rooms in my bedroom, and I like the color scheme of it. I like the fact that it's multicolor, so you can see that the exterior is trimmed in black. Then you can see that it has the white with the accent of gold and the gold circular disc in the middle. Not heavy at all. I could, of course, design with these horizontal, or I can have them vertical upright. But I really did like the detail of this. You can see the base of white with the gold shining through. Now let me tell you, or not tell you, let me show you. No, let me show you. You see how those colors come through? So if I wanted to do any type of fall setting on a countertop or an accent table or any dresser in my bedroom, I could hang these white with the gold, and I can put this near. I pulled that up as an example because in every instance, it is all about the color palette, understanding your base and knowing how to mix and blend your accent colors. And this is in the family of this. So I can easily match this to this. If I wanted to go bold and have a pop of color, I could pick up the black trim to create more of a drastic transition from this to the next piece next to it. So this was $49.99. This was 25% off. I purchased 2 of them. And again, this is from Kirkland's. They had these. It was very, very nice. I liked it. I don't know the exact length, but you can see it's pretty long. I'm kind of moving it in front of my face so you can see. Because of how this is shaped, I have the opportunity to hang them vertical, or I can hang them horizontal, or any way that I choose. So $49.99, 25% off, I believe. Yes, 25, and Kirkland's. This is Freddie King's Home Decor, and I'll see you in the next one.